Hey guys, AniMind here and welcome back to another speed paint video. Today, as you've probably seen in the title, I'm going to be talking about Gravity Falls. If you do not know what Gravity Falls is about, then once again I am surprised. But Gravity Falls is it's a series that's already completed. If you know about the series, so it's not ongoing at the moment. Gravity Falls. It was created by. I don't really have notes for this. I'm sorry, but it was created by a guy that's friends with Rick and Morty's creators, and But Gravity Falls is a series that is about Dipper and Mabel. Dipper, I'll say, is the main character because he is more. The story is more focused on him. Mabel is more of a sidekick kind of character, but it depends on how you view the story, because Dipper finds out most of the lore is most of the episodes is the driving force of the story and stuff like that. So yeah, he's just a classic main character. But in any way, and they go on crazy adventures in a town called Gravity Falls, which has mysterious mysteries. That's like weird. But yeah, there are many mysteries there. It's a really weird place. There are ghosts, zombies, garden gnomes, which when I was small I was really scared of those garden gnomes. I don't know about you guys, but if you've seen those garden gnomes in Gravity Falls and you were at my age of seeing that, then you'd also be scared. But anyway, aside from my traumatization, it was a really good show. It had great art. The backgrounds, I like the backgrounds the most, I have to admit. The character designs are really good, but they are kind of average compared to most character designs. But then there are the background designs, which are like amazing, which makes the characters pop that much more and stand out and helps you to concentrate on them. And there are always small details to look at. You are never bored by the screen when they're just talking. If they're talking, then they're probably in the mystery shack, and then there are different jars full of eyes, arms, and brain goo and stuff like that. And then there are these strange creatures that Uncle Stan makes out of other normal animal parts, which is actually now kind of weird that I think about it, because he literally takes animal parts and combines them with glue and nails to get money. But yeah, and and it really has a good story. I really enjoyed because there weren't really seasons, but the story didn't progress too quickly as some stories do. Some stories try to jump in lore too quickly. Other stories start with lore, which is always good. But then there are the stories that have like 5 adventure episodes, which are just like fun and kind of quirky to show a bit more about the world, but without explaining much of it. For example, Adventure Time was for most of the seasons like that until the Stakes epilogue, and then. And this is I'm not talking about Adventure Time now, but in some cases, then suddenly they just go full lore and start talking about like season finales and stuff. I feel like they had a really organic progression, because every episode was episodic. Because yeah, this is my own real opinion, but I agree with it. Ostrich Vaux, I think it's his name. I'm really bad with names. I'm sorry. He's from the channel called The Round Table. It's a really good channel. It inspired me to make my own channel. One of my main inspirations. And Ostrich Vaux. Oh, is his name Kevin? Why do I think his name is Kevin now? But the main guy from the Round Table that keeps talking about Steven Universe, once said that Gravity Falls is able to remain episodic while every now and then squeezing in a little bit of lore, which I think is really true, because, for example, in the zombie episode, it was just a zombie episode, you know, one of those classic zombie invasion episodes, or one of those classic Halloween episodes. And well, that wasn't the official Halloween episode, but you understand what I mean. And they were able to, at the end, then they showed that neon lights could show the writing on the paper. So, and then, for example, what are other examples for that? I'm really bad at remembering the stuff, but yeah, that's the only example that I have at the moment. But yeah, and just go check out his the roundtables videos about Gravity Falls, because I really found a lot of inspiration while talking this video. But yeah, and anyway, and the fact that they're able to squeeze in lore while still remaining episodic is such a hard thing to do, because you need to be able to tell a story while still having an enjoyable episode. You can't have one episode being about like one plot beat, because that really is hard to keep up with, because that means you have to watch every episode after episode to understand. Steven Universe was like this for a while, like in the first 2 to 3 seasons, but then when the whole cluster thing started, then it all just went back to lore. And it's always good for a show to do this. I'm not saying that Steven Universe was it was bad that Steven Universe did this. Every show needs to start usually in the last 2 to 3, or even the last season. There should always be some more lore focused episodes. If this is now an episodic kind of adventure like The Amazing World of Gumball, which I really want to talk about some more, because it really has an interesting choreography, I'd say. But yeah, in The Amazing World of Gumball, the last season didn't really need to have that much lore in, because there was never lore. And you also need to build up to the lore. You can't just suddenly put in all the lore. You need to the lore in the it keeps sounding that I'm talking about the lore, but I'm actually talking about lure. I'm not really sure how to, but yeah, and the lore keeps changing. It can't just change suddenly. You have to have organic progression. For example, in Steven Universe there was the Red Eye, and in one of the first episodes, I think it was the first episode, not regarding the pilot, and then what happened was, in the episodes where they go to the human zoo, then there's another Red Eye, or whatever it was. Yeah, it was another Red Eye guarding the zoo, and there needs to be stuff needs to be like with episodic adventures, stuff doesn't really have to be explained. It just has to be as quirky as possible, like, for example, like Adventure Time. But in the further your series progresses, the more you need to explain it, because if you give a little bit of lore about this, people will think, how does this fit in this, and they'll try getting plot holes and theories. And to make a series, you need to have somewhat of an understanding of the universe's laws, because what if gravity isn't the same? Then, like, a lot of theories wouldn't work out if you... That's a weird example, but you know what I mean. Because you need to have a straight and simple lore for the series to be able to make sense. But yeah, I've been talking way too much about lore other than Gravity Falls. But yeah, and anyway, I think I'll make part 2 of this, because I didn't get too many details. But thanks for watching. Please leave a like, say what you think about my drawing in the comment section. Subscribe, I really need it. Thank you, and goodbye.